bring some peace to a lawless land. Is one of you backing me up or what?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I'm a one-way ticket
30
to the
seconds
pearly
until
gates.
minions spawn.
Make your moves, Slick.
A boaster's tongue might
If I
make
could
for
have
a
a moment of
fine
your
reagent.
time, I am looking for this here individual. Anybody seen him?
They say
On
fortune
angel's wings in the
smiles on
fire of
foolish.
industry, I
They
will
lie.
cast you down.
Minions have spawned.
This is a beautiful country. Pardon me for any acts of divine retribution. Howdy do, miss. Glory be! Heaven sent! We are after all our own salvation. It was men who once stormed the gates of heaven. A forceful reclamation. Accept the end. Good has a way of winning out, even on the frontier. Enjoy the hereafter. Built by mankind to save them from their own evil. Let's ride! Salvation requires a very fast draw. TB.
An ally has been slain.
been despoiled by mankind. About time heaven intervened. Ain't I a sight for sore eyes? One angel. Where's your cover? Solve just that problem. Start praying. Bless your little heart. Glory be. The frontier is racked with sin, and all the monsters born from it. To the spirits. Joy to be saved. We'll have all day. A mechanical angel for an age of gunslingers. How thoughtful.
Enemy killing spree.
Devotion is fickle. Good aim gives results. Hope you're fast on the draw.
An enemy has been slain.
Draw. heart. Heaven was a place on Earth until you all came along and wrecked it up. I'm quite partial to this mechanical body. It's got little clocks in it. Very fancy.
Enemy rampage.
There was good.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Retribution is at hand! Sights unseen. Demons will tempt the good, while devils guarded as a distance. Angels simply will. Men and monsters all answer to an enemy as a
Unstoppable. An enemy is unstoppable.
I'm afraid we'll
Double kill.
Well, I never. The soul of the clan lives on.
An ally has been slain.
I am so cross with you right now.
An enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain.
Absolution. Now there's
Double kill.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today and etc. Your sins weigh you down. Oh, light divine.
An enemy has
choose to kill each other, though peace could be had for far fairer price.
Rampage. Destroyed a turret.
A fine day for atonement. One hell for men and another hell for devils.
Has been slain. Double kill.
These sons of man are relentless in their cruelty. This is a beautiful country.
Double kill.
Let's get to the heart. Praying. Pardon me for any acts of
Has destroyed a turret. Rampage. Your turret has been destroyed.
I can see the devil's appeal, but alas, I've thrown my chips in with the choir. Good has a way of winning out, even on the frontier. True angels have all scattered to the winds. Seems we must settle for the artificial variety.
destroyed a turret.
Start praying. Retribution is at hand. Ain't I a sight for sore eyes?
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Finally came back.
An ally has been slain. Shut down.
I can outdraw anyone, mechanical or otherwise. Bless me, little heart. Oh, light divine. Retribution is at hand. Oh, gentlemen, I advise you to quit grabbing at me with your little demon claws. Ain't proper. Heaven is empty and all the angels are gone. Not much for a lady to do but clean up the West. All the West.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Don't you move an inch. Crazy!
An enemy has been slain.
It was men who once stormed the gates of heaven. You must be saved in spite.
An enemy has been slain.
Better start praying. Oh,
Your team
light
has
divine.
destroyed a turret.
So much has been despoiled
Shut
by
down.
mankind. About time I was introduced. Bless me, little heart. A mechanical angel for an age of gunslingers. For reclamation. Devotion is fickle. Good aim gets results.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Destroyed a turret. Let the gods in! Has destroyed a turret.
blood of saints and angels. Howdy.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Have you seen this horse? Anybody? What? I'm a one-way ticket to the pearly gates. Make your move, Slick. This is a beautiful country. Howdy do, man.
First blood.
A mechanical angel for an age of gunslingers. Time to meet
An ally has been slain.
one hell for men and another hell for women. Spraying.
Well,
Little
they
heart.
tried to stop me.
You have my sympathies.
An ally has been slain.
Heaven was a place on earth until you all came along and wrecked it up.
You are mourned.
The frontier is racked with sin and all the monsters born from it.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Heaven help you! This is my job. Thank you.
An ally has been slain.
A fine day for atonement. There was good in every heart. Heaven knows where that
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Demons will tempt the good, while devils barter with the desperate. Angels
Lost in the dance.
Enemy killing spree.
Well, I never.
Been slain.
Has been despoiled by mankind. About time Heaven intervened.
Hear the music.
Reclamation. I am the winner. Hell has overflown, and it will not stop pestering me. Virtue, let's ride. Always watching. All the west on one arrow. Now there's a funny word. Better start praying. Back, ye demons! Bring it down a notch. So peace could be had with far
Back?
Enemy rampage.
Used by mankind to save them from their own. Good possibility of bringing Ain't I a sight for sore eyes? You must reconcile. Cavalry.
An ally has been slain. Enemy rampage. An enemy has been slain.
Anyone else want to share?
These sons of man are relentless in their cruelty. A well-directed arrow and some light prayer will solve just about any problem. Enjoy the hereafter.
An enemy is unstoppable.
We're all damned for this.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Mechanical war otherwise. We are all our own salvation.
Lost in the dance.
Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
Who knows what kind of came down with a couple man?
An ally has been slain. Dead one.
I can see
Hear
the
the
Turret
music.
has been destroyed.
I pull my shotgun with the fly.
I want
Teams dominate. Shut down.
I'm afraid you'll find heaven awaiting. Sorry. Heaven is empty and all the angels are gone. The lady
The
Blue
song
can clean
between
up the
us.
West.
Hearts beat together.
Has been slain.
I'm quite partial to this mechanical body. It's got thrills, classic, very fancy. This is your
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Bring it down,
Killing spree.
You have all day.
A summoner has disconnected. Has been destroyed.
These souls are meant.
An ally has been slain.
Good aim gets results. Divine retribution.
A summoner has disconnected.
Mercy thee. Forceful reclamation.
Song between us.
Salvation requires a very fast draw.
Unstoppable. Ally has been slain.
For a wicked heart.
Has destroyed a turret.
Hear the music.
Where's your cover?
double kill. Ally has been slain. A summoner has disconnected. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Ace. A summoner has reconnected. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
For the record, you are all damned for this.
Your turret has been destroyed. Enemy rampage.
Stand.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
You are over.
Bring it down a notch.
Well, I never. A force for reclamation. Let's get you in the ground. Bless you, little heart.
Ace. An enemy is dominating. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Defeat.
deliciously real, deliciously ugly sponsor of Team GB.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it.
I've got
Meet
a
Base
winning
44,
smile,
a complete
good
AI creation
salvation.
platform
Let's get
made
to
for
it.
anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one to platforms ready for many.
Welcome
From
to
passion
Summoner's
projects
Rift.
to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation where you can go as
30
far as
seconds
your
until
imagination
minions
takes
spawn.
you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality right now.
The hydraulic compound is not modern room. Howdy, cowpoke.
The Emperor made a deal with chaos. Not a metaphor. Not a some text suggests situation. He walked into the warp, found the things that live there, and negotiated. And then he broke the deal. That's not the secret. The secret is what he traded to get the power in the first place. And why breaking that deal didn't surprise anyone in the warp at all. They were counting on it. Here's the thing about the Emperor. We talk about him like he's a tragedy. A good man crushed by impossible choices. A father failed by ungrateful sons. But when you line up the actual decisions he made, not the propaganda, not the cathedral imagery, just the sequence of events, a different picture shows up.
I'm quite
Not a
partial to
martyr,
this
an
mechanical
architect.
body.
And the building is working
Little clockwork.
exactly as designed.
Very fancy.
Let's start with Mullet. 43,000 years before the Heretic, there was a gate. A literal door to the warp, hidden on a world that would later be called Mullet. The Emperor found it, walked through it, and came back different. He went in as a powerful psyker, maybe the most powerful human who ever lived. He came out with the knowledge to create the Primarch, the power to challenge God. So what happened in there? Horus found out. During the heresy, he followed his father's footsteps through the same gate, and when he came back, he wasn't surprised by what he learned.
Devotion is
He was angry,
good aim.
because his father had lied about everything. The Chaos Gods didn't just fight the Emperor at Molech. They invested in him. Knowledge, power, the genetic templates that would become 20 sons. Why would gods give power to their enemies? They wouldn't. Picture the deal. Not some desperate bargain. A man selling his soul to save humanity. That's the version the Imperium used to believe. The real deal looked more like venture capital. The ruinous powers saw a useful vehicle. A man ambitious enough to conquer the galaxy, arrogant enough to think he could betray literal gods, and powerful enough to actually spread humanity
There was
everywhere.
good in every
More
house.
humans means more
Heaven knows
emotions.
where that
More emotions means more warp power. More warp power means stronger gods. The Emperor wasn't their enemy. He was their expansion strategy. And his betrayal, the Imperial truth, the atheism, the systematic denial of their existence, that was the point. Nothing feeds chaos like hypocrisy. Nothing generates rage, despair, and obsession like a species taught that gods don't exist while those gods are eating their souls. The Emperor didn't outsmart them. He performed exactly as expected. Now let's talk about the two empty plinths. You've seen the images. 20 spaces for 20 sons. 18 Primarchs with names and legions and tragic backstories. And 2 gaps. Numbers 2 and E erased so thoroughly that even their brothers don't fully remember them. The official story is that they failed somehow. Did something so terrible that deletion was the only answer? The Emperor's greatest shame, hidden forever. But here's what doesn't fit. The Emperor doesn't feel shame. This is a man who fed thousands of psychers into a machine every day, who watched civilizations burn because they worshipped the wrong ideas, who created 20 superhuman warlords knowing most of them would die in his war. Shame requires moral hesitation. The Emperor made decisions like he was optimizing a spreadsheet. So why erase 2 sons? Malkador let something slip once. In a conversation with Dorn, he mentioned that the Lost Primarch's legions weren't destroyed. They were absorbed. Their Astartes folded into the Ultramarines and Imperial Fists. That's not punishment. That's asset reallocation. The 2 Lost Primarchs weren't failures. They were first draft. Think about it. You're engineering 20 demigods for a galactic conquest. Some of them are going to have bugs. Unexpected interactions between their implanted traits and the warp energy made them. What do you do when a prototype doesn't meet specifications? You don't memorialize it. You learn from it, harvest the usable parts, and pretend it never existed. The erasure wasn't shame, it was version control. And this is where the pattern starts to crystallize. The Emperor didn't react to problems. He anticipated them, used them.
Sometimes, turning it down, taking a break, or
Demons will
having a
tempt the
reality
good
check
man,
is the
while
most
devils barter
powerful
with the
move
devil.
you can make.
Angels.
Because a little time out keeps the fun in play. To find out more about BetMGM's safer gambling tools and how we can support you to keep your play safe, visit the safer gambling area of our app or website. BetMGM.
Are you the Irishman that runs boxing gyms? My children, they are having trouble at school. Sibling got that on her.
Hundred wannabe soldiers have gone through that door. You've got what they haven't.
That's me, Alan. I saw them all right.
It's working. Sadly, an Adidas commercial.
You hate it because you're different. Embrace it.
You're unbelievable.
Your sins weigh you down.
Show you porn. The whole bloody country's talking about you.
I'm not sure it's too much for you now, Brendan.
Knock it off!
You shouldn't take credit for my success. Who's like a father to you?
Selfish and arrogant. Nurtured that arrogance. It's a knockout! Oh my God!
If you climb close enough to the sun, that's the shadow of a giant.
Unbelievable.
The Lost Primarchs weren't a tragedy. They were a test run. Data points that improved the next iteration. So, when the heresy happened, when half his sons turned traitor and the galaxy burned, was he surprised? Sanguinius had visions of his own death at Horus's hands years before it happened. He told people. The Emperor knew. Curse saw the entire heresy in his prophetic nightmare. Screamed about it constantly. Everyone knew he knew. The Emperor himself had visions that would make Nostradamus look nearsighted. He manipulated timelines, predicted betrayals, saw through lies before they were spoken. So when Lorgar started worshipping him and got publicly humiliated for it, driving him straight into the arms of chaos, that was an accident. When Magnus broke the webway barrier trying to warn about Horus, a warning the Emperor didn't need because he already knew, that was unexpected. When Angren was lobotomized into a rage monster and left that way instead of being quietly euthanized and replaced, that was sentiment? No, Lorgar was supposed to fall. He was the Emperor's poison pen. A son designed to be so desperately faithful that his inevitable rejection would weaponize his devotion. Point him at chaos, let him build their churches, and guarantee that the new gods would be staffed by zealots instead of philosophers. Chaos worshippers who think in absolutes are predictable, chaos worshippers who think critically are dangerous. Lorgar made chaos stupid. Magnus was supposed to break the webway. The Emperor needed a reason to abandon the project publicly while continuing it secretly. Couldn't just quit. That would look like defeat.
An enemy
But if
has
his
been
own son
slain.
shattered the walls, now he's a victim. Now the Golden Throne is a tragedy instead of a phase transition. Angron was never meant to survive the Crusade. He was a targeted burn, a Primarch designed to throw at enemies so terrible that even Space Marines needed a Berserker god
An
leading
ally
the
has
charge.
been slain.
The Butcher's Nails weren't a
An
rescue
enemy has been
complication,
slain.
they were a feature, an off-switch to the timer. Every Broken Sun did exactly what Broken Sons were supposed to do. So let's talk about the throne. The official story. The Emperor sits on the Golden Throne because Magnus broke the webway. And now his psychic might is the only thing holding back a demon invasion of Terra. He's dying, has been dying for 10,000 years. It's a tragedy. But the throne was built before Magnus broke anything. It was constructed for the Webway project, sure. A psychic amplifier, a navigation hub, a control center for humanity's new network of faster-than-light travel. Except the Emperor had to know the Webway project would fail. He'd seen the future. He knew Horus would fall. He knew Magnus would break the seal. He knew exactly which sequence of events would put him on that throne. And he built it anyway. The throne isn't a life support machine. It's a metamorphosis chamber. Think about what the Emperor was trying to do. The astronomical plan, warp travel, dependence on chaos-tainted navigation. The webway was supposed to free humanity from the warp entirely. That project failed. But what if there was a backup? The Emperor has been sitting in concentrated psychic agony for 10,000 years. Fed by the souls of psychics, worshipped by a trillion humans whose faith generates warp power whether they admit it or not. He's not dying on that throne. He's becoming something else. The Chaos Gods figured it out. Why do you think they're so desperate to stop his resurrection? They don't fear a corpse. They fear what's gestating inside it. The Emperor used the heresy to put himself exactly where he needed to be. Wounded enough to justify the throne. Martyred enough to generate worship. Immobile enough to focus entirely on his real work. He traded his body for godhood. And everyone who prays to him is making it happen. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. If the Emperor planned the heresy, even partially, even as one possible outcome he maneuvered toward, then everyone who died in it was sacrificed. Not lost. Sacrificed. Sanguinius didn't fall to save the Emperor. He fell because the Emperor needed a martyr beautiful enough to worship. An angel whose death would lock in humanity's faith for millennia. The Loyalist legions didn't fight to preserve the Imperium. They fought to create it. Subversion soaked in enough blood and grief that it would never question the man responsible. Malkador knew. That's the thing about the Sigillites. He was there for all of it. The deal at Molech, the erasure of the two Primarchs, the foreknowledge of the heresy, the construction of the throne. He could have warned people, could have changed things, could have at least left a record. Instead, he held the throne while the Emperor fought Horus, burned himself to nothing keeping the gate closed, and in his final moments, transferred something into the Emperor that we still don't understand. He didn't do that for a failing god. He did it for a plan that was working. Now, you have to ask yourself something.
At Bet442, bet £20 and you get £20 in free bets when you join. We also have up to 70% ACCA boost, Bet Builder, boosted odds and more. Bet442. Get stuck in.
This PC is powered by Snapdragon X Series platforms. This PC runs at maximum performance when it's unplugged. This PC is 55%. In fact, this PC is the fastest with multi-day battery. While that PC is getting left behind. Snapdragon X Series, the max performance that you deserve.
The Imperium is a nightmare. Totalitarian, xenophobic, built on suffering and lies. A million worlds ground down to feed a war machine that exists to perpetuate itself. And it's worked for 10,000 years. Not despite the Emperor's design, because of it. He didn't build a utopia that failed. He built a survival engine that runs on misery. Because misery scales. Misery doesn't require oversight. Misery is self-perpetuating. A happy Imperium would need infrastructure, education, maintenance. It would require the Emperor to actually govern. A miserable Imperium just needs enemies. And the galaxy has infinite enemies. The High Lords, the Inquisition, the Ecclesiarchy. They're not corruptions of the Emperor's vision. They're the vision. Exactly the kind of brutal, paranoid, self-reinforcing institutions that can run without supervision for 10 millennia. He didn't fail to create a good empire. He succeeded in creating a durable one. So, what does that make the people who worship him? Fuel. Every prayer to the God Emperor generates warp energy. Every act of faith feeds whatever is growing on that throne. Every sacrifice in his name adds to the gestalt that might one day open its eyes. The Imperial Creed isn't a corruption of the Imperial truth. It's the upgrade. The Emperor spent the Great Crusade suppressing religion because he wasn't ready for worship yet. Now he is. Billions of humans burning their lives for a god who designed them to burn. That's not tragedy. That's agriculture. And here's the thesis nobody wants to hear. The Emperor didn't fail. You're living in his success. The heresy happened on schedule. The throne is working as intended. The Imperium's 10,000-year nightmare is a feature, not a bug. Every son who fell was supposed to fall. Every world that burned was supposed to burn. Every prayer to the Golden Throne feeds something that planned to be fed. The crime isn't that the Emperor made mistakes. The crime is that he did it. And the scariest part, he might still be right. Chaos is real. The Tyranids are coming. The Necrons are waking up. Humanity needed to become something that could survive the 41st millennium, and nice civilizations don't survive extinction-level threats. Maybe the Emperor looked at every possible future and saw that the only path through was 10,000 years of deliberate order. Maybe the Imperium's cruelty is the minimum viable cruelty for species survival. Maybe he sacrificed his sons, his dreams, and his humanity because the map said there was no other way. That's not a defense. That's the indictment. Because if he's right, if this ocean of blood was actually necessary, then the universe is even worse than the Imperium admits. And if he's wrong, suffering for nothing but one man's inability to imagine a better solution. Either way, he did it on purpose. 2 empty thrones for sons who were never meant to be remembered. 18 tragedies walking toward outcomes their father already saw. A golden seat that was never life support. And 10,000 years of an empire doing exactly what it was designed to do. That's not what failed kings leave behind. That's a legacy. Whether you worship him or curse him, you're living in the house you built. And the architecture isn't broken. It's finished. If you want more lore that doesn't let anyone off the hook, you know where to find it.
101 totally cool science experiments for kids.
You know, because you're so into science.
I know. As a modern miracle.
It's not enough, is it? Here.
An enemy has been slain.
One hell for men and another hell for devils. What does that do?
Destroyed a turret. Godlike.
Kane is lying to you. Painted as a hellish landscape from which none can escape. But this is not true. Through every dreadful moment, through all the trauma these survivors endure, hidden from the people of the circus lies a deep secret that Kane has been intentionally keeping from them, and I believe it will be the key to the ending of this story. One that will allow Pomni and the others their freedom, but at a tragic cost, and one that Kane can only hope to prevent. This is the amazing digital circus, Belief Fairy.
There was good in every heart. I would know where that went.
I've loved the digital circus ever since its pilot in 2023, and over the past year or so, I've seen many theories circulating around the internet in regards to one character in the series, that being King. There are moments in the show where we get the impression that he knows a bit more than he lets on, but what had really flared up in the community and was smoking out to King's strange dialogue was in episode 6, when Ragatha had lost a heart.
Still missing a heart. This isn't fair.
Oh, I got just the thing.
Here, take this.
Well, wait.
Glory be!
What did you just do? What was that?
It's a butterfly. It can restore your health.
Did Kane mention that?
Oh, nah. I made it up.
A well-directed arrow.
I saw a lot of speculation claiming that Kinga may be a developer of the digital circus, but while I have no doubts he's more connected to the circus than most, I started looking at things from a different angle after noticing something strange in the next scene. Pomni and Jax are having a conversation about the game. Pomni claims she doesn't want to hurt her friends, and Jax affirms them that none of this is real and that it doesn't matter because it's only a game.
I'll just find guns for you and you can bother finding.
These have the global head of intelligence and Saeed is
We started this process about 4 years ago. It's all about our route to scalability. We started with just one city. Now we're in 10,000 cities.
spread across 72 countries. This journey doesn't happen unless we have the ability to grow at speed. Take something like invoicing for Uber Freight, where we once used automation for only about 20% of our customer base. Today, it's about 70%. You're talking about once manually intensive processes. Literally millions of invoices getting input, scanned, and processed.
We've all but eliminated errors and helped increase customer satisfaction.
Good. That's impressive. There's no problem.
But good teeth. You can stay up there. I'll come up.
Red Bull gives you wings.
You know none of this.
Oh, what do you mean? Like the circus?
The game today is literally to shoot each other. So what's the point of taking this moral high ground?
Well, they're my friends.
What I find interesting is because it's going to be very important for the purposes of this.
I know. The silver lining. Pretty much do whatever you want. Look at the way you're aiming that gun. Too realistic. Just let loose.
It's at this moment that something became clear to me. Jax disassociates from his character in order to disconnect from his human emotions, so he doesn't have to confront the reality of his situation, distancing himself from others because it's safer to do so. However, he has unintentionally discovered the key to leaving the digital world. Even in the speech, he says,
All we are now is a bunch of cartoon characters. What's the point of pretending we're not?
Jax believes himself to be a cartoon character, therefore believing he can do whatever a cartoon character can do. So when he fires a gun with perfect accuracy without even looking, it tracks with what he believes he can do. King's butterfly is a place of love and grounded in his identity. Jax capable of being able to do cartoonish things, and it seems that he is responsible for both. Simply put, I believe what Jack said to me about animals and being able to do whatever you want was the same logic Henry used to create the golden butterfly. Because Jack has pivoted himself to a cartoon character, disconnecting from his humanity, he unintentionally discovered that it was possible to do whatever he believed he was capable of, much in the same way that we see with Kinga in the scene.
But the silver lining is you can pretty much do whatever you want.
Oh, nah.
I made it up.
What?
But okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Just because Jax and Pomni are able to shoot a gun by letting loose, that doesn't mean they can just conjure stuff out of thin air like Kinga did, right? It's clearly a different process. Well, let's look at the very next scene, because it became clear that these string of events were more than just mere coincidence. We see Ragatha panicking as she's holding a small revolver in hand. She claims she's not much use in a fight with a gun. As Pomni, might add, flawlessly shoots Ragatha, embracing the chaos and letting loose, Ragatha runs off to find a weapon, and this happens.
I need a gun! Need a gun! Need a gun! Come on, man.
In her attempt to defend herself, not believing she could use a firearm effectively, the moment is played for a gag and she gets completely destroyed. She makes a run for it into the small hall, where she's confronted by Jax. Keep in mind what Ragatha said moments before Jax appears.
Kinger? Really use another one of those butterflies!
This clearly implicates that Ragatha was actively thinking about what Kinga had just did, making stuff up. Of course, Ragatha could have just been looking for extra help, but watch what Ragatha does next.
Wait, no, wait!
Jax uses a line. At first, I thought it was nothing but a gag, but what Ragatha says is very odd.
Oh, I actually think that hurt.
Ragatha was able to deflect the attack back at Jax, and then find himself the series, specifically
tried to shoot, and Aura came up with a blank bang. And just like the other, this is also she's a ragdoll popularized during the 50s thanks to the success of the Raggedy Ann doll. We know Ragatha was the second to enter the circus after Kinga and has been there for quite some time. She also didn't understand the Breaking Bad reference made by Jax in episode 5, which was specifically called out by Ragatha.
See it from a chemistry class I used to teach.
How about you?
Yeah, what's done?
An ally has been slain.
Was that a reference to something? If you're obsessed about good design, this might be for you.
We went to, 24 different factories? They were all like, that can't be done.
4 years ago, we set out to make a toothbrush that was radically better than anything on the market, to solve the problems we've become blind to,
Do you ever get that horrible gunk on the bottom?
solve the issues we don't talk about,
Almost every brush you've ever used since you were a child still exists somewhere.
fix the gimmicks we've been upsold for years.
How often do you use the Bluetooth function? Never, right?
And so, we made Suri for people who want products designed for real life. An aluminium body that feels good in your hand. A charge that lasts over a month. The result is the highest rated electric toothbrush with over 10,000. Try it. If you don't like it, use the money back.
Need a UGC video for your business? Find me and many other skilled creators on Fiverr. Or you could grab a stock camera, add good lighting, when it's time to stay updated, plan your content, be consistent, and creative. Know your platforms, adapt your content. Each one's different. Edit like a pro. Cut, trim, and color. Make it shine. Do not shine. It's still user-generated content. Or just find your next creator on Fiverr.
Destroyed an inhibitor.
Beautiful country.
So what does this mean? Well, Ragatha seems to have come from a period of time in the 50s and 60s, and if she was exposed to Looney Tunes, which were also commonly shown on TVs back then she would absolutely manifest that when using her imagination, or as Kinga said, making stuff up. One thing to note as well is that while TVs were not commonplace back then, more seen as a luxury, Ragatha specifically mentioned coming from a fairly wealthy family, which means she would absolutely have been capable of watching cartoons growing up. But is there anything we can gather from these scenes with this context in mind? Well, when Ragatha first picks up the gun, she says this.
I don't even really know how to fire a gun. I don't know how much use I'd be in.
From the very beginning, she doubts herself, and when she pulls the trigger, instead of firing, the gun pops up a classic bang sign. It's the only time we've ever seen this happen to anyone, which makes it stand out. This moment tells us everything. She only manifested that gag because she didn't believe she could use the gun properly. Compare this to the other scene with Kinga's butterfly, when we're shown the idea that making stuff up can influence reality. Ragatha absorbed that idea, and here it plays out for her own doubts. I believe Ragatha chose to take a leap of faith and embrace Kinga's advice of making stuff up. So when Jax fired the gun, her belief manifested into reality in a form she would imagine. In this case being Looney Tunes, the cartoon logic she would have been raised on. And because she was just thinking about Kinga and their butterflies, she hoped it would work even if she doubted it. Jax and Pomni even acknowledged this moments after Ragatha gets eliminated.
How'd you let her take her life off you?
I don't really know.
conclude my thoughts on this, I believe that Kinga and Jax both, in their own ways, revealed to Pomni and Ragitha that they could manifest anything they believed they were capable of. Thanks to Jax's influence, Pomni was able to fire a gun as if she'd been shooting like a pro her whole life, and Kinga, while not as direct, left the thought lingering in Ragitha's mind, which she ended up accidentally discovering. But if they could always do this, then why? Why haven't they? Why hasn't Kinga, or anyone else for that matter, like Jax, done something to escape? What if I told you, not only did we see this happen in the story before episode 6, it happened within the first minute of the pilot episode. As I went back through episode 1 with this idea in mind that it was possible to manifest reality depending on what you believed you were capable of, rewatching the first episode felt very different. At the beginning of the episode, we're introduced to the cast.
I can't wait to see what you've got cooking up for today.
Well, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the show.
Bingo and Super and Peanut too. Ragga, Jax, and make out more.
The intro continues until Pomni appears, and in a moment of panic and desperation, she looks around and finds an exit door. However, when she runs over to try and step through and leave, it fades away as she's distracted by the hijinks happening around her. This is when she meets Kane and the rest of the crew. Throughout the episode, Kane assures Pomni there is no magical exit door.
I've got a winning smile and a quiver full of salvation. Let's get to it.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Might as well tidy up the place while I'm down here.
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
A land awash in devils deserves at least one angel.
Nothing between you and me. I'm just full of salvation.
Hope you're fast on the draw. How do you do, miss? All the west on one arrow. wicked heart.
An ally has been slain.
The hydraulic compound plant does count as a modern miracle. Then I advise you quit grabbing at me with your little ain't proper. I'm quite partial to this mechanical body. It's got little clocks in it. Very fancy.
An ally has been slain.
Your sins weigh you down. I don't have all day.
An enemy has been slain.
Lives on.
This one's for you!
A fine day for atonement. I never.
Slain.
To kill each other. Their peace could be had for far better price. Off with ya! Pardon me for any acts of divine retribution. Better start praying. We'll see if you persevere. I can outdraw anyone, mechanical or otherwise. The true angels have all scattered to the winds. Seems we must settle for the artificial variety. Heaven sent! Built by mankind to save them from their own. I can see the devil's appeal. I can see.
An enemy
frontier is Rapid City, and all the monsters born from it. Salvation requires a very fast draw. There was good in every heart. Heaven knows where that went. Don't you move an inch! Good has a way of winning out, even on the frontier. This is my castle. Feel that What course conviction? Crazy!
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Righteous fury! Little heart. Back, ye demons! I don't have patience for this. Virtue to me! Feel that reason! Heaven sent! Light divine!
Unstoppable. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
These sons of men are relentless in their cruelty.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Heaven is empty and all the angels are gone. Not much for a lady to do but clean up the rest. Retribution is at hand. A forceful reclamation.
Turret plate will fall soon.
Devotion is fickle. Good aim gets results. Overflown, and it will not stop pestering me. Virtue, let's ride.
An ally has been slain.
men who once stormed the gates of heaven.
Here's me now.
Men and monsters all answer to a higher authority. Glory be! Might as well tidy up the place while I'm down here.
Shut down.
A land awash in devil. Gives at least one. A mechanical angel for an age of gunslingers. How thoughtful. A well-directed arrow and some light prayers will solve just about any problem. No sin without witness.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Empty.
Stage is yours.
For the record, you are all damned for this. Heaven was a place on earth until you all came along and wrecked it up.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill.
As a modern miracle. Demons will tempt the good, while devils barter with the desperate. Angels simply win. This is beautiful country. Eyes of heaven. Pardon me for any acts of
An
divine.
enemy has been slain.
Righteous fury! Blessed with little hearts. Take now prophet, mechanical
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
retribution is at hand. A forceful reclamation.
Your team
Glory
has
be.
destroyed turret.
Gentlemen, I advise you to quit jabbing at me with
An ally has been slain.
so much has been despoiled by mankind. About time heaven intervened. I'm quite partial to this mechanical body. It's got little clocks in it. Very fancy. Back, ye demons! Oh, hell, I don't have patience for this. Virtue to me! Let's choose the pillage, though peace could be had for far fairer price. One hell for men and another hell for devils. Where's that demon? Don't step.
Your turret has been destroyed.
The true angels have all scattered to the winds. Seems we must settle for the artificial variety. Where's your cover?
Your turret has been destroyed.
can see the devil's appeal. Otherwise, I'd throw my chips in with the claw. There was good in every heart. Heaven knows where that went.
Feel that reaper.
Ally has been slain. Has slain an enemy.
Seems Ranger when you down and shut me out.
Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Good has a way of winning out, even on the frontier. What righteous fury! Let us pray. Bless your little hearts. Absolution. Now there's a Ain't I just like my soul
Ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Good aim gets results.
Enemy killing
And
spree.
it will not stop pestering me. Virtue, let's ride. Men and monsters all answer to a higher authority. Eventually.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Might as well tidy up the place while I'm down here. Retribution is at hand. A forceful reclamation.
turret has been destroyed.
I am so cross with you right now.
An ally has been slain.
Crazy!
Unstoppable.
Born from it.
Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed.
Sons of man are relentless in their cruelty. Heaven's always watching. Off with ya! The hydraulic compound gas does clear by the modern rule. The soul of the planet lives
Enemy double kill. An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Aced.
Heaven is empty and all the angels are gone.
Turret has been destroyed.
Music turn up the west. Heaven sent! Retribution is at hand! Who's not here? A fine day for atonement. A force for reclamation.
An ally has been slain.
friend who once stormed the gates of heaven. It's beautiful.
An ally has been slain.
Pardon me for any acts of goodbye.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Defeat.
She was the cleverest witch because she had too many worries. She split her own head in two, then threw half of it into the world's deepest canyon. This canyon was